to another episode of Explore Maple Grove. My name is Shari McGuire, and I'm the ambassador for Explore Maple Grove and a realtor with RE/MAX Results. And today we have the great pleasure of meeting Isabelle Lanari, who is the owner of Kingdom Coffee. Welcome, Isabelle.
Hi.
Thank you for joining me. So we know that your store just opened recently, and why don't you tell us the story of how that happened, how you got into the coffee business?
Yeah. So the grandmothers I was in previously, I worked for them for 5 years. I roasted for them for about a year and a half. And that was also something that I had come to love. I got to know the regulars that was here, and I had a passion for roasting. And so when they were planning on not renewing their lease, we had chatted about, potentially opening it up as a franchise or something like that, continuing the grandmothers. Because I also had quite a bit of siblings. I have an oldest of 6.
Oh, wow.
So I had quite a bit of siblings that worked here as well. And so that's why I was like, can we do it? And then it just ended up being, can we do it as an independent coffee shop? That'd be more local, because that's really what, everybody loves, to keep it local and things like that. So that's just where we took it and ran with it.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. We love supporting local. And, I will say, though, that people do forget sometimes with those big franchise brands, it is a family locally that has, a couple kids at home and they're trying to feed, but you're truly local with your own brand,
Yes, the brand is local, but yes, it was a local family that owned it before, as a brother, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So why Kingdom Coffee? Tell me about that.
So I come from a Christian home, and so really the name comes from faith-based. But definitely is one of our mission statement is building community through every cup. That was something at Dumbbellers that I learned, was that a coffee shop is where people meet, and some of the best of friends are made, in my personal life, the best of friends are made over a cup of coffee and things like that. So kind of just bringing that into our coffee shop, and in the name it just seemed to just fit.
Yeah, well, that's great. I love it, being a Christian too. That's great. And the coffee shop atmosphere is so fun. I love to just sit there. And actually, I have pre-COVID, I had some friends so this is long before you were here, some friends that I met at local coffee shops. Like, we would just happen to be there and we talk, and they're my coffee buddies. And since COVID, that one's closed, so now we don't run into each other as much, but it's true. You can make friends at the coffee shops. So very cool. So what are your goals for the coffee shop?
I would say, so our long-term goals is to build the roastery side of it. That's my passion, is roasting. I found a love for it when I was roasting for Dumbbellers, and as well as my travels, when I traveled to Australia and Europe. I just fell in love with the coffee industry and how they presented the coffee there, and just the specialty aspect of it. After high school, I did YWAM, and for my missions, I went to Solomon Islands, and it's very close to PNG, and they have a lot of coffee farming down there. And that was also something where I found the need of just support with their farmers, making sure that they're getting paid well, to see it at origin where things are grown and the way it directly affects their standard of living. So that's something that here, to support the local community with a place to be, we have a local baker that bakes all of our goods. She's a mom of 2, and that's something, just getting her business going. It's been amazing to have her pastries here. So still supporting local, but then also supporting at origin. So it's something, there's also a family here that has Ethiopian coffee. They're from Ethiopian, they're from Ethiopia. And so they have farms in Ethiopia, and we're able to direct trade their
very
coffee.
cool.
And that's been cool to be working very closely with them.
Oh, absolutely. That's great. You've just done such a fantastic job. It's awesome. I love to see that in a young person with a great entrepreneur heart. So I guess another question I have for you is, what do people love about coming into your store and your shop? And, there's a particular thing they love to eat or do or drink?
I think our most popular thing has been our espresso. It's something that I worked very long to perfect the blend that we have. So it's been very fun to see people actually enjoy it and and
Okay.
it's something different. And I think just the community here, something that I tell each of my baristas is if they wanted just a cup of coffee, they would go to Starbucks or Caribou, where it's just that, they're able to go through the drive-through or things like that. But it's the eye contact here. It's the asking, how are you doing? That's something that the service mentality of that is something that we uphold very high. And that's something that people have just loved.
Absolutely. And you have that great patio space. So just get out, people. It's that perfect time of year to go out on the patio and enjoy a cup of coffee or tea or, any one of the wonderful beverages that you have. So great. Now you mentioned that you grew up in Maple Grove. So tell me what you love about Maple Grove.
Number one thing is my family. My family's here. That's been in my family and friends are Maple Grove. That's something that I always would love to open a coffee shop, but then I would lose the regulars that were here or the friends that I've met through here in this area. And that's something that it's really the people that I love about Maple Grove.
Yeah, wonderful people live here. So wonderful. Well, great. Everybody get out to Kingdom Coffee, have a cup of coffee there, stop and enjoy. And, I'm so glad to have the new coffee shop in Maple Grove now. So thank you for joining me today, Isabelle.
Yes, of course. Thanks for having me.
And thank you for watching another episode of Explore Maple Grove. My name is Shari McGuire. I'm a realtor with RE/MAX Results and the ambassador for Explore Maple Grove. If you have any real estate related questions, feel free to give me a call. Thank you and have a great day.